Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the Executive Director of the Citadel Alumni Association, Mr. Mike Rogers, class of 1970.
Thank you. Welcome, class of 2014, and the parents who went to the trouble to send them to the Citadel. I know how expensive that is. I had a son come through here. And I also want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart for buying this life membership in the Alumni Association. You all and your sons or daughters have just become part of what I think is the greatest family I've been a member of other than my own. And I'm talking about the Citadel family. You will experience in the next several years, as your children go through withdrawal from the Citadel, it takes about 5 years. And you're going to notice it. They're not going to talk a lot about it, but after about 5 years, they start missing their classmates, their roommates, their squad mates, their company mates. And in about 5 years, they're all going to start to coalesce and come back together. It happens all the time. We get to see it in the Alumni Association, and it really warms my heart. This is going to be my last hurrah. I'm going to retire 30 June. I've been here 13 years after a 22-year career in the FBI. My wife, Sarah, 44 years, we've just become grandparents of 2 baby girls born 3 days apart. So that gives us a total of 5 grandchildren, and I can tell you, you'll never find a couple that spoils children better than we do. And so everybody asks me what I'm going to do after I retire. I'm going to spoil my grandchildren. I've already spoiled my wife, so I've got to find somebody else to spoil. But I want to welcome you very much to this ceremony. We appreciate you coming, and it is my pleasure to present Mr. Scott Tucker, class of 70, my classmate and close friend, the current president of the Alumni Association, for a few words. Scott?
Thanks, Mike, and thank you for your service to our school. This is a special day for everybody. After the plaques are given out, I'll talk to the graduates. But for you, I just want to reiterate what Mike said. You are a part of the Citadel family now. Most of these memberships are given as gifts, I know, by parents, by host parents. And it is a real treasure that they will carry for many, many years, and I hope you participate with them in their activities at the Citadel. Thank you.
And now the moment of truth. We'll see if they actually did get in alphabetical order. Taylor R. Addison. Bob S. Algard. Jacob G. Allen. Royce Appling. Matthew R. Arend. Adam C. Bear. Eric M. Benfield. Matthew C. Bernard. Regis J. Bigness. Warren D. Bixler. Mr. Bixler is not special. The commandant changed uniforms on us at the last minute, so anyway. Well, he's special to mom and dad. But he's not special because he's wearing that uniform. All right. Sorry, Mom. Mark C. Boozer. Frederick J. Bricketto III. Michael P. Brody. Trad J. Brody. Aaron K. Buscherel. William A. Byrne IV. Kyle R. Bush. George E. Campson IV. Carlos E. Carrington III. Spencer B. Clower. William S. Kahn. Harrison T. Courtney. Stephen T. Cox. John D. Crawford, Jr. Logan C. Cribb. I'm not commenting about his uniform. Maxim J. Curios. Andrew T. Daniels. Drew M. DeCurligand. Hillman G. Dorn. Lewis K. Dunaway. Kevin J. Egan. John A. Fogel. David E. Giamarella. Niles L. Goodfellow. Benjamin D. Gordon. Evan D. Gresham. James S. J. Gresham. Kyle S. Greer. Jordan C. Gwaltney. Albert C. Hammett, Jr. Jeffrey Britton Hansen. Wesley B. Harrell. Alexander M. Hayes. Lyle S. Hedman. Alexander C. Henderson. Colin W. Hicks. Thomas J. Hindman. D. Preston Hips, Jr. Joseph E. Hoffman. Thomas G. Hudson. Caleb A. Hudson. William S. Jackson IV. Andrew C. Jones. Edward C. Jones. James A. Jones. Hunter Jordan. Lawrence Jordan. Philip A. Jordan. Sarah A. Catchin. Robert P. Keener III. Khalil P. Corey. William M. Kirkpatrick. Derek S. Knoll. Joseph C. Knox. Benjamin G. Kotraba. Jordan L.F. Lavin. Joseph Lee. Ruth M. Leva. Nicole D. Leverman. Sebastian Linares Granger. Sloan A. Lindsay. Narissa M. Lopez. Jonathan T. Love. Thomas J. Margle III. Tyler S. McBee. Franklin S. McGuire, Jr. Alexander J. McClelland. Christopher T. Miller. Lee B. Moody, Jr. Towns Moore. Robert C. Morris. Christopher M. Mueller. Evan J. Murray. John T. Palmer. Nicholas E. Paramore. Benjamin A. Patton. Samuel N. Perez. Timeout. Michael R. Perone. Blake H. Poor. Joseph T. Radich III. James C. Reynolds. Calvin E. Roden. Okay. Ryan S. Rhodes. Dimitri E. Rickman. Michael D. Rakuzik. Christopher G. Roper. William P. Rook. Jack K. Russell III. Michael A. Safer. Jessica L. Sanborn. Preston H. Sanders. Jacob A. Schreier. Samuel L. Siegler. Christopher J. Seide. A. Stephen Smith. Daniel B. Smith. David J. Smith. M. Scott Standridge. Benjamin W. Stapleton. Brandon J. Steen. James W. Stolman, Jr. James A. Stone. James W. Strickland. Thomas Grayson Sturgeon. The second. Samuel H. Stutt II. Maverick T. Suits. Edward O. Tate III. Eric P. Thomas. Samuel R. Thomas. Christian S. Thompson. Avery C. Tomlin. William T. Tucker. Colin D. Tuhig. Hugh K. Uri. William S. Utsi. Ian B. Vandergulik. Tanner J. Wanish. James N. Watson. Austin J. Wiles. Alan T. Wilson. Brendan K. Wilson. Stephen E. Woodyard. Eric J. Butel. Jack D. Rogers. And that's it, Mr. Tucker.
Now, if we can just have your undivided attention for about 10 more minutes, Mr. Tucker and I are going to give you some words of wisdom, aren't we, Bob? And you're going to listen, aren't you, Bob? I thought so. Mr. Tucker.
Well, there are two things we agree upon, or at least one thing we agree upon. We'd all like to get out of here. Just some quick comments. Now, you've all become lifetime members of the association. And what that does is we're all bound together by our band of gold. But you've taken a step further. Now you're stronger. We're stronger whenever we're together. So now you're lifetime members of the association. What is it? And there are lots of ways to answer it. But I can tell you it started as the Association of Citadel Men back in 1852. It changed its name to it started as the Association of Graduates, and then became the Association of Citadel Men. And then in 1997, we adopted the current name, the Citadel Alumni Association. And while I can go on, and there'd be lots of ways to describe what the association is and what it does, simply put, the association is your eyes and ears. It's your mouth and your heart with the Citadel. It can be a lot of things, but I can tell you the association is people like Alex Burgess, who arranged, many of you have read about it, the presentation of a Bronze Star to a Citadel graduate, Lieutenant Kaufman, class of '06, wounded in Afghanistan, and his award was delayed. But the Citadel Alumni Association, through people like Alex, put together a presentation worthy of the sacrifice of this individual. The association is also Jim Mazan, class of 1960. Jim was contacted recently by the widow of a Citadel grad. This was an older grad, so there wasn't a whole lot of support. But with the help of Jim, Mike Rogers, the association, her husband will be buried with honors. Those are dramatic examples. The example you're more likely to run into is a flat tire on the outskirts of Atlanta where you don't know anybody. But you make a contact, you find a name, he's a Citadel grad, he's a member of the association. One phone call, you got help. That's what we're about. So get involved. Stay involved. Be a part of it. Be a part of the family. No one ever got anything done by sitting on the bench. Get off the bench, get in the game. Be with us, grow with us. Thank you.
Two items of business before I ramble on for a little bit. Anybody that has any unpaid balances on your life membership, please go see Kyle Mims after this is over. Baccalaureate in Summerall Chapels at 2 p.m. Larkin Spivey is the guest speaker. I understand he's outstanding. I'm thinking about going over there myself. While you all were lining up in the Rankin room, I was telling your family and your guests that it takes about 5 years to get the Citadel out of your system. We understand that, all right? I know you all are going to go through this withdrawal. You're going to miss your classmates. You're going to miss your company mates. You're going to miss some of the stupidity that takes place in the barracks that you will remember forever. I'm reading a book right now by a man named Jack Worley, class of '68, F Troop. I was in the troop. He tells stories that's coming back to my mind, and they're funny. They're going to be funny to you. They're not going to be funny to anybody else out here. But you know what I'm talking about because it's in your heart and it's in your mind. I also told everybody about how strong the Citadel family is, and we are, and don't ever forget that. If you never need anything and you can't find anybody to help you, you call the Citadel Alumni Association and you talk to my replacement, and I will train him to listen to everything you say, okay? And you tell him what you need, where you need it, and why you need it, and we'll take care of it. This happens every day in this office. A Marine captain is shot in Afghanistan. He gets medevac to Germany. 24 hours later, there's a Citadel family at his bedside in Germany with a Southern meal of chicken, barbecue, mashed potatoes, sweet tea. That's the Citadel family. I can give you 1,000 examples today. But what I'm trying to tell you, whether it's good or bad, you need us, you call us, you don't hesitate. Don't call me, I'm going to be fishing or playing golf. No, you can call me anytime. Congratulations. Enjoy graduation tomorrow. You'll be here in Saturday. That's right. I keep thinking today's Friday, but hey, enjoy the rest of the week. Try to stay dry because it's going to be a little hot. How many of you are going to leave your shoes on the parade ground tomorrow? Be careful. Be very careful. But congratulations to you, and we hope to see you in the future. Dismissed.